Welcome to Starting Drama. We're here in episode 4, and as you can see, no one is with me right now, but, we're all throughout the world, and so I have my lovely call-in guest, Gideon Measner, here for episode 4. Say hi to the people, Gideon.
Hello. It's good to be here.
Man, he's excited. He's really excited. And, to start off this show, we're going to let Gideon just get right in there and give you what this show is promoted by and the advertisement of the week.
This week is actually sponsored by our nation's national anthem.
Wow, it's big.
Our nation, it's going through an interesting time right now. I hate to make it political, which is what I'm doing. But, it's such an amazing song when you break it down,
That's right.
What's the beginning of a song called The Bridge, right? Or is that the hook?
No,
Just all of it. It's such a good song,
Is it on your iPod?
Pay our respects to Betsy Ross,
Is it on your iPod?
Well, I have Apple Music, so technically I have every song ever on my iPod.
That's fair. Okay. Loophole. I like it. Hashtag bring it back. Bring it back. The national anthem. Making a comeback.
I love to hear that.
All right. Well, we're going to get right into this week's games. We're going to start out with the first game of the week. Slot shaming myself versus Team Jitterbug, the powerhouse, coming in with the vengeance this year. I'm just going to start off with some major coaching mistakes in this matchup is the big go-to. A negative defense with a solid, regular point with the bench defense, and 2 solid receiving turnouts from people on the bench, and some terrible putouts of the starters. But I try to relieve myself of these conversations. So, Gideon, give me your breakdown of slot shaming and Team Jitterbug.
Just all around, just not a fun matchup to watch. Kareem Hunt, he's just great, right? But,
Yes.
Antonio Brown giving you 17. I want more. I want something flashy, Zach Ertz at your tight end, that's 9.5. In today's league, you can't complain with that.
No.
Julio 9.1. Come on.
Doesn't have a TD. Doesn't have a TD this year. It hurts.
That's a problem. Julio, what's going on?
He's getting the yards and OTDs.
He needs to get in the red zone.
He does. Well, we can keep it moving, and I'll let you go. This is the barn burner in the group me that everyone was going back and forth. Went down to the wire. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with the 74 points, and Gronky Kong coming out with a win at 78.1. Give me your breakdown.
Let me just take 1 second to just pull it up.
Well, I'll go straight into. It didn't start out looking good for Gronky Kong with the solid 8.3 from Cam Newton. 1 rush TD and 3 picks. That's not good. Let's just make it plain and simple.
No, you can't have that.
Yeah, it's not good. But then you got my boy Stephon Diggs putting up a 29.3. Big solid numbers, but then it comes back to bite Eric with Travis Kelce putting up a 0.1.
Yeah, I have Stephon Diggs in my other league, and
we don't talk about those. Hey, we don't talk about other leagues in this league.
All right, F me. What about Michael Crabtree with 0.7? Can you believe that?
Yeah, it comes back around. He puts up some ridiculous numbers the first couple weeks, catching like 5 TDs a game, and for a sorry-ass receiver like Michael Crabtree, that's pretty crazy.
That Washington defense,
Put him on.
You up.
Put him on lock. Put him on lock. But it came down to the wire. All right. Well, I'll let you pick the next matchup so you can have it pulled up.
Yeah, let me just figure out how to work this interface. Okay, let's go to the Sylvania's Finest versus Inglorious Bradfords.
Okay. Real high-scoring game.
High-scoring game. Great matchup, honestly. I wish I could have pulled off the win in Glorious Bradford's the week before. Connor was really pulling for me on that one. Couldn't do it. But, I mean, you can't complain here. Connor has to be happy, really just eking this one out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Todd Gurley with 32 points. Come on.
On the Thursday game, too, if you have a star that goes off in the Thursday game, it really boosts the team's morale.
This is true. It really gives you a little padding, little room for error,
What about the Inglorious Bradfords?
I mean, come on, Johnny. Come on, Kyle Rudolph, 0.4. I mean, what's up with tight ends, dude? What's the deal with tight ends?
I don't know. You gotta find a good one, and there's about two. So
I want one.
Why? Because they're white?
Not necessarily. I actually have been bidding on. I think I might have lost him, Jared Cook, but.
Well, you can talk to Ben about that on his weekly waiver wire breakdown that happens once every 3 weeks.
This is a different show. I apologize.
3 weeks. His weekly waiver wire breakdown happens once every 3 weeks. So,
I'm on the wrong show then.
Yeah, we'll go into the Mel Gibson Horse Hunters versus the all-time Tier 2 champions. Speaking of Ben, the always frustrating for everyone else around the league, the double low-scoring game where someone gets a win anyway. It's really, really frustrating. You kind of just wish they could both lose for not putting up a lot of points, but here they are.
Man, both defenses with negative points.
Yep, I felt that.
Gross. Ew. I mean, just checking out the bench. I mean, Sammy Watkins dropping 22 off your bench, but at the same time, Duke Johnson Jr. dropping 16.4. That really could have made a difference,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, big play with the Vernon Davis coming in and getting 11.8, speaking of the tight ends.
That is huge. How old is he now?
42.
42.
I think he wears that number. Whatever his number is.
So, let's say 42. How about Hunter Henry with 0? And Shacklett's, Brad is saying that he's going to go off this week, correct?
Who knows? It's all hokum.
I think that's what I read in the group me. I'm not sure.
Are you in the group me?
I'm in the group me. I don't participate. I think Brad participates enough for me, so.
I didn't know he knew who you were.
He doesn't.
Okay. Whatever you say, Gabe. But we'll get into the one you want to talk about. The hop off my D-Tiz, sticking with a name. Pretty ballsy, sticking with the name after the loss. But comes back with a vengeance and puts up an unnecessary 131.2 against Michael Reeves, who put up a solid 79.6.
Yeah.
Tell me how you feel about this game.
I'm going to be honest. I've never felt better about my fantasy team this year, okay?
Wow. I would say so, since it's the most points you scored all year.
Right. I know, that doesn't sound like it means a lot, but, I mean, we're feeling good, We kind of have, a gritty, just kind of mentality right now, us against the world, and I dig that. So you've heard of the Detroit Pistons Bad Boys. This was before my time, but I watched the ESPN documentary on it. And that's the kind of feel that we're going for, just bad boys. And I don't condone it. but who am I to say stop when we're dropping 131.2? That's where I'm at.
Wow. I mean, yeah, Tom Brady comes back with vengeance. I was shocked to whip it over to your score when I saw that my biggest highlight was Jordan Howard going off, and Tariq Cohen still gave you 10.2. That's huge.
Yeah. I'm loving Tariq. He didn't give me a great week last week. I don't believe.
Nobody on the Bears did too crazy.
But I mean, hopefully he can be solid for me. He would be huge if I can just get a solid running back out of him. That's definitely what I needed coming out of the draft. So
yeah,
that's what I'm looking for.
So we'll hop into this last matchup real quick. Two teams in dire need of a win. Team Nosec, I think it's a fine now for not changing the team name. And Braided Cheese, both put up the most points they put up all year, I believe so. And Tristan coming out with the win.
Yeah, I mean, once again, I can't stop looking at these tight ends. I'm looking over at Jack Doyle right now. -0.4.
How's that happen?
Ew. Just ew. But
the old fumble. It'll get you.
Yeah. Brandon Cooks, wow, 27.1. Hats off to him. Matt Prater, how about that? 19 points for a kicker.
Has to hurt finally getting the cojones Patrick did to take DeMarco Murray out of the starting lineup. He was frustrated with them, and of course DeMarco puts up the most points he's put up all year with a solid 18.
Classic DeMarco. That's a hard position to be in. I mean, with as reliable as DeMarco Murray usually is, and as terrible he's been playing lately.
Right.
It's tough.
Right. Well, we'll get into our special segment. Really diving in deep into the fantasy world that we always do here on Starting Drama. And we kind of adjust accordingly to our guest hosts. So we are going to get into the personal grades of all the members of this league on their basketball knowledge. So, yeah. So, we love these segments. Really getting deep into the fantasy world. So I'm just gonna give you a name, and Gideon, you're gonna go quick with a solid grade and a little quick breakdown and the reason why of someone's basketball knowledge. So we're gonna start real quick with Ben Pompelli.
Ben Pompelli, I'm glad you started there. Full of heart, okay? He wears his heart on his chest at all times. He wants to get out there. He wants to work, He wants to get buckets. He wants to help his team win, and I love that about him.
Wow.
He's obviously on the DL right now, but you can just tell it's an itching to get back.
Right.
And that's what I love about him. What are you thinking?
So are you going to grade him or not? That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, okay. So a grade on, the A to F scale, I assume?
You can go A to F. You can go 1 to 100. I don't care. I just want you to throw something out there.
Let's do an ESPN top 100, what they would be coming out of high school.
Okay, so 1 is good.
Right.
Wow. Okay, you're really going specific with these grades.
Really throwing it for a loop right now.
Okay, we got 12. Are we going 1 through 12 since there's 12 people in the league?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, well, we'll start it out with Ben. Where is Ben ranking in this 1 through 12?
I'm going to throw him at
Number 4. All right, well, you already gave your breakdown of him. So we're going to move second into Brad Nolan.
Brad Nolan.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one with the child.
Well, I think we got a couple with children. Now, so, but
right,
yes,
so,
he is the one that has a kid.
Brad. Never seen him do anything that required athleticism.
Wow, that has to hurt your grade.
Yeah, but at the same time, it kind of helps it because I want to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Wow.
He could be a super freak. So let's throw him right in the middle. Number 6.
Number 6. All right.
6.
We're gonna go next to Alex Tisver.
Alex Tisver.
He may have a kid. He may not. We don't know.
Love Alex Tisver's game.
Wow.
Once again, he wants to hustle. He's Mr. Fundamental, honestly. He wants to get in there with the big boys, and he just wants to just bang, you know?
Yeah.
Just bang.
Yeah, he's a cop.
He loves the mid-range jumper. He loves getting boards. I'm going to throw him at number 5.
Number 5. Wow. Getting boards, something you know nothing about. Next, we're going to go to Connor Fulkerson.
Connor Fulkerson, number 1.
Wow, that's big.
Connor Fulkerson is quick. Connor Fulkerson has a high basketball IQ, and he knows how to get everyone involved. I love playing with him, period.
True. He gives a little bit to benefit to Chris Paul, so that's a big knock in my book, but other than that, you know.
I'm big on Chris Paul.
He's terrible.
So I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I don't understand. How he's ranked higher than John Wall in 2K makes 0 sense. If you think that Chris Paul is better than John Wall right now, we can't talk.
All right, we don't have to get into it.
All right, next we're going to go to Patrick Perryman.
Patrick Perryman. I'm going to throw him in at number 7.
Wow, so you got a lot of people that are going to go low.
Also because, yeah, I mean, it's kind of how it works. You know, everybody has to get a slot, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I regret choosing this as my grading scale, but that is what I've done. I've committed.
Yeah, we're here.
Number 7.
All right. We'll move on to Tristan Nosek.
Tristan Nosek. Tristan, I mean, never seen him do anything athletic. I think I played codenames with him one time. He was great at it. So I think that means that he's number 2.
Wow, number 2. Just like that.
Just like that.
Wow. Okay. Well, we'll go straight into the mix and go Caleb Elliott.
Caleb Elliott. Oh, man. Caleb Elliott. He's going to hate to hear this.
Wow.
I did the calculations. It was only right to throw him at number 12.
Wow, that's big.
I know. I don't know how it happened. Just you know how statisticians are these days, throwing all the numbers in.
It's fine. He's versatile.
What else do we have?
Oh, that's it? Okay. Luke Stoltz.
Luke Stoltz, he's number 3.
Wow.
Yeah, he's number 3. Just big body. I've never seen him do anything athletic as well, but just big body.
Wow.
Looks
This
like
is all
really
stereotypes. This is terrible.
Like an average day LeBron James. You know, you see him on the streets. You're
all right.
Okay.
I refuse the rest of this segment. We're moving along.
Okay.
We're going. Your segment privileges are gone.
Alright, I understand. I did pretty bad with it. I get it.
All right, so we're gonna go straight into Week 4 matchups. We'll start out. We're going into interleague play now. Everyone has covered their own division, and we're branching out. So we'll see how everyone does in their interleague play. So we're gonna start out with My Cool Squad versus Team Jitterbug.
All right. What are you thinking, Caleb?
You're pulling it up right now?
I'm pulling it up. I'm here. All right, I'm ready.
All right. One big thing. Luke Stoltz playing Carson Palmer at quarterback. Kind of crazy. With Derek Carr having a bad week, might be a little hurt, and then he has Andrew Luck on IR, so gotta make a move there. So
I
that
do like that move. You also have to look at the matchup. You have Derek Carr playing the Denver Broncos. That's definitely tough. Carson Palmer playing San Francisco. I mean,
true.
you can't really complain there.
Very true. And then yeah, it seems that this is going to be a high scoring matchup. That's what the predictions are, and I don't really understand it. I think playing Kareem Hunt and Tyreek Hill at the same time, one of them is bound to have a regular game. I'm not going to say a bad game, a regular game, a 10-pointer, something like that. But
Which is, I mean, you can't. I mean, I'll take that.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Give me the other player. Talk to me.
So we will definitely see if there's any crazy points coming out of that matchup, and see if there's any goose eggs or any low scoring as well. I feel like that's going to be a very high-low game. Next matchup, we have Patrick Perryman, Braided Cheese versus Inglorious Bradford's Alex Tiz for both of these teams and looking for a win. Tiz to get back to 500 and Patrick trying to get his first win of the year.
All right. I mean, yeah. Tiz, come on. Braided Cheese, come on. This is a boring matchup.
Boring. Wow.
It's a boring matchup.
Okay.
Say it.
I think we'll see a big part of the game right off the bat tonight with Aaron Rodgers on this Thursday night game. I think it'll definitely set the tone. As we said earlier, he makes the play to put DeMarco Murray back in the lineup after putting up a solid 18. Yeah. Bounce back player of the week.
For sure.
We'll move.
I mean, Jay at New Orleans, I can see that being interesting as well.
True that. Next, we're going in 2-2-1 teams. It's good to see one of these teams get knocked down a little bit. We got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and all-time Tier 2 champions going at it.
I mean, I would love to see Benjamin Pampelli take another fat L. I'd also like to see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles take another fat L. So
wow,
I'd love if both of these teams lost.
He makes the Duke Johnson play, so we'll see how that works out. Eric, I think it'll even out. Diggs might not have as big of a game as he did, but at the same time, you might get a little bit better out of LaShawn McCoy and Travis Kelce. I don't expect another 0.1 out of Travis Kelce. So I think that one will be a close matchup and, be the Coors Light one to watch this week. Next, we'll move up to Hop Off My DTs, Gideon Measner versus Tristan Nosek.
Yeah, I mean, after the big win for the Hop Off My DTs, I think hopes are high. And
biggest line of the week. Biggest line of the week, as in Tristan Nosek is projected to win by 10.5.
Yeah, that's the thing about my team is we don't get projected much, but sometimes we win. So.
Tell me. Oh, you did get Cook, by the way.
Yes, I did. Thank you for letting me know. That's big.
So
once I put him in there, that is going to bring my projections up.
It'll bring your projections up 0.1.
Really, you can see that?
Yeah, I can see it. You're going to get pulled up. He is projected 5.9, and Colby Fleener in your starting lineup is projected 5.8.
All right. Well,
tell me about the Willie Snead play coming off the suspension, hopping in. I have Drew Brees, so it affects me. Tell me about that.
He's just hungry. He's
hungry.
I mean, to have to sit on the sidelines and watch the first 3 weeks, I can only imagine what's going on in his head.
Right.
And we're going to be able to find out on Sunday night, or Sunday morning. I apologize. And that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of NFL football.
Are you nervous about the rust we've seen so far between, Martavis Bryant starting a little slow, Le'Veon starting a little slow, some of these players that are coming off suspension and coming off little holdouts.
Yeah, I am. I mean, that's the thing is, my team is all nerves. We're all nerves.
Wow, all nerds, all nerds.
All nerves, but we every once in a while we'll blow up.
Wow,
and that's what's gonna happen this week.
Wow,
watch.
Team full of all nerds. We'll slide up a little bit to the Mel Gibson Horse Hunters and Slovenia's finest.
I would love to know how you get to these games so quickly.
I am in the scoreboard on the app, and I am just sliding up.
You just slide up.
Yeah,
man.
man.
I'm here now.
Good. And I do a little thing called show prep, and I memorize everything else.
It was very late for this.
I'll give you that. I appreciate Gideon hopping in as the guest pretty late into the game, but here we are.
Yeah, and I mean, my chicken, it's thawing right now, so as soon as we're done, I'm going to eat.
I'm glad you have priorities. First thing that pops out to me in this is the Mel Gibson Horse Hunters are projected to get the W. The line is 4.3. And Hunter Henry is projected to get 4.9 points. So I think the game comes down to Hunter Henry. He can put down a big old 0, or he can put down 4.9, and that could be the difference.
You're right there. I mean, this might be the game of the week.
You like it? You like it?
This is going to be fun to watch. You have Zeke. I mean, you have Todd Gurley just going at it, just jawing at each other. I mean, come on. This is what I live for.
This is what you live for. Well, we will get into this last matchup here with Gronky Kong versus slot shaming.
All right, what are you thinking, Caleb?
So far I've tried to relieve myself of my own breakdowns. So I'll wait for you to get there. Just trying to make the right coaching decisions. That's all I'm gonna say about me. I respect my opponent. I'm trying to play the respect game. All glory to God. But yeah, I'm just trying to not have any coaching mistakes this week. It's all on me.
I mean, he is projected. That looks to be like 6 more points than you. Are you nervous going in? I mean, you're playing Gronk, you're playing Cam Newton, you're playing Melvin Gordon. What are you thinking?
I'm not scared of Cam Newton at all. I don't think he's going to do as bad as last week. He is playing the Patriots, so hopefully the Patriots just hold on to the ball as long as possible. And when Cam Newton does touch the ball, he throws a pick or something like that. But I think we will see a lot about this game tonight because I believe he has 2 players playing in this Thursday night game as well as I do. So
something that could be interesting that you may not have been looking at is the Bengals defense playing the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
That could be interesting. Could see some interceptions, could see some fumbles, maybe some special team points.
I think you're overestimating that because the Bengals also suck.
This is true. You are right.
So,
but
I got that going for me.
2 0-3 teams. Who's going to be hungrier? Hopefully the Bengals.
I'm just looking to slay the Giants. Knock this 3-0 off the pedestal. Hopefully the Mel Gibson Horse Hunters do the same and my cool squad so everyone's just back on this even playing field.
I would love that. I would love nothing more. Caleb, I'm rooting for you.
Thanks, bro. We will end this episode of Starting Drama, as we always do, with our guest Stone Cold Lock of the Week.
Am I allowed to give it to myself?
Sure.
The Stone Cold Lock of the Week is Hop Off My D Tiz, beating Team No Sack with ease.
With ease, he says. With ease. Well, that was the Stone Cold Lock of the Week. What was that?
There's going to be breathing room.
Wow. I would say ask Tristan what he thinks about that, but I'm not sure he's alive. So,
Well, be shocked.
I think you're good. So, Stone Cold Lock of the Week presented by Keystone Light. What was that?
I said after this week, he will be 6 feet under.
6 feet under. Wow. Well, I will give props to my guest host, Gideon Measner. The first call-in we've had so far. Appreciate it. Last minute notice. Try to get this put together before the game tonight on this Thursday. Hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks, Gideon.
It was fun. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. See you guys next week, episode 5, Starting Drama. Let me know if you're available.